for Trump. If you want to go backwards, if you want to go back to slavery time, vote for Trump.
You
You know what
can't
I'm saying?
put these young
That's what
cat,
happened.
these young Negroes back in slavery.
Into office again.
So, Thomas, do you know who John Amos is?
Yes, good time.
Yeah. He died. He died. He was what, 84, y'all? Do y'all remember did he play, do y'all have like a favorite movie with John Amos or
Coming to America?
Coming to America? Okay.
I like it when
y'all
James. I like when he played James. A woman only supposed to be in the kitchen and in the bedroom. Now that's it, Florida.
What about you, Candy? Did you know who John Amos is?
Yes, Coming to America. Yes, yes, yes. I love him in that movie. All of the McDonald, all the
Yeah.
McDowells.
What about you, Reg? And you know John Amos? Not by name. That's the father on Good Times.
Good times. Good
He was
times.
in Roots. He was a good actor.
On with Eddie Murphy, he said, "What? He wanted his daughter to marry Eddie Murphy."
Oh, yeah, Comes to America.
Baby, he got his face on his own money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What about y'all know the Dikembe Mutombo,
Yes.
the basketball player? He
Yes,
died this week. He was 58 with brain cancer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and Pete Rose, he was baseball Hall of Fame, whatever, but he was 83.
Yeah, Pete Rose, they banned him from the Hall of Fame because he was gambling.
So they kicked him out. So Thomas, what was your thoughts about abortion? Do you think it's a good thing that they overturned it here in Georgia? I know you're not here, but they changed it from the 6 weeks back to 22 weeks.
The South, unfortunately, that particular piece is hard to fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a woman has the right to her own body, and she has the right to make the choice to abort or don't abort. You know what I'm saying? I'm for abortion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that the government doesn't have the right to tell a woman how to be.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my take on it.
And then I'm gonna let you stay on for this one because you have a good
What
something.
happened to Stacey Abrams?
So Stacey Abrams, she lost.
The same thing gonna happen to Kamala.
But I haven't seen her during this, election.
Maybe she waiting for Kemp to get out and then she gonna come back. Oh.
Does he hold any type of position in Georgia?
I think she is. I think she's still a politician. Hold on. The Falcons, y'all, are 16-14, but the Falcons are 14. But this is the score, second quarter. Yay, yay. I'm still hopeful. Okay. Last week when we were here, last week when we was here with no lights, showed up faithful, perfect attendance in the dark with a flashlight. Then because the signal went out, so we didn't get to see all of that. Y'all didn't get to see it, but we had a few pictures. But that was when Hurricane Helene was beginning to stir up, and a lot of damage was done. And they said that was the second worst hurricane since Katrina, or really it said since 2000, but Katrina was in 2020. 2005. Yeah.
Okay.
So they said it was over 1,200 people, at least. It was over 1,200 people that died then. The count this morning, they say, for Helene was 200. We don't know if that's true, but in Georgia, Kemp said today it was 33 that died in Georgia. And it went up the East Coast.
What's get affected?
Say it again.
what part of Georgia was heavily affected by the?
South Georgia by Florida, like everything south was affected the most. I mean, it's still thousands and thousands and thousands of people without lights, without power. Let me say that, without power. But you have a family member that was up in Carolina that experienced
Yeah,
some tragedy as well. So that's what I wanted you to share.
yeah.
The good news.
So, um,
You
so
can
I
turn it
had no
down.
idea that South Carolina was affected by. I thought that Georgia and Florida were the only states that were affected by it. And my mother FaceTimed me the other day, and she was in the dark. I was like, Mom, why are you in the dark? She's like, son, out of all my children, every last one of my kids have called me and checked up on me except you. I was like, what you talking about, Mom? She's like, I have been in the dark for the last 4 days. I was, Western South Carolina was heavily affected by storm. I we still have no power, and my mom went on to tell me this story that when the storm came to Clinton, South Carolina, she was asleep in her bed and she was woken up by this loud sound of, it sounded like a train whistling. And my mother was in the bed asleep and she was like, I know there's no train tracks, there's no train that's close on the house. So she went back to sleep. She woke up the next day and there was no power to her in her house. And she realized that the sound of train was actually a tornado. A tornado touched down close to my mother's house. I could not believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And my mama said that God covered her, all her angels, my daddy, everybody, my grandma, my grandpa, covered her because nothing happened to her house. She didn't experience no flooding, and my mother's house is very low to the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she didn't experience no flooding, that her house wasn't affected by tornado, it was a blessing.
That's a blessing. Good news. And she was there by herself, so thank God for that.
Yeah, she was by herself. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted you to share that story. Thank you for calling, Thomas, as usual. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye bye. Okay. I wanted to complete this before we depart for the night. I wanted to remind everybody again, October 7th is the deadline to register to vote in person, online, or by postmarked mail. Absentee ballots, the deadline. Oh, your request for an absentee ballot must be received by October 25th. The return ballot by mail should be returned by November 5th, which is election day. Your return ballot in person should be received by November 5th as well, of course. Early voting begins October 15th and it goes to November the 1st. Please vote. I will be doing early voting. Of course, we vote in person Tuesday, November the 5th. That is the official election day. Here in Georgia, there are people that want to take people off of the voter registration for different reasons. Maybe if you haven't voted in a while because you didn't find the importance to vote, but they're saying that there are a lot of people, over 500 people, that they're considering or that they want considered to be removed from the voter registration before election. So hopefully everyone checks their voter registration to make sure it's up to date. All the information is accurate so that you can go out and make your votes count, because your vote matters, whoever you vote for. Whether you vote Republican or Democratic, whichever you do, just vote. Voting is important. That's a right that you have, a right that we all have. So please go out and exercise that. I do want to say that I miss all of our friends that are normally here. 3 of the people, like Yanni, and Dominic and Jordan. They're all attending Falcons festivities tonight, so they aren't present. Harold and Joey, they're doing other things. They're busy tonight, so I just wanted to give a shout out to them and say hi, y'all. Miss y'all. I want to say thank you to everyone that listened tonight. I want to say thank you to Rez and Candy. They've never been on the show before. They're in the background. I want to say thanks to Roscoe for always being present. Again, if you would like to be a guest, call 770-322-4022. If you have any, also call that number if you have any topic suggestions or you would like to be a sponsor, because this is not free. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback while the show is going on, please call 678-661-1819. Thank y'all again. Have a great night. We will be back next week. Same place, same time. Check me out on Instagram and YouTube, JUSTPR1MA, just Prima. Facebook, Pr1ma, LOWMAN. If you're wanting to see this show live, go to Facebook, look for Caribbean Life TV. And also, Live 365 app, look for Caribbean Life Radio. And go to 8:30, look, 8:30ish to 10. Also, all week, y'all, let me say this, all week, we have shows on all week, all times of day and night on Live 365 app, Caribbean Life Radio, and you don't know what you may like to see. Can they see a lineup somewhere of all the shows?
I can post it.
Well, look, Caribbean Life TV, Caribbean Life Radio. Y'all may see a lineup somewhere. Anyway, good night, y'all. Love y'all. Good night. Thank you again. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Champion. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Cindy. Alderine and Shani. Thank you. Good night. It's picture time. It's picture time. Look, Thomas said, I like that hat, Roscoe. You're a G. Hi, this is Pr1ma with Candy Co-ed Conversations with me, just Pr1ma. Tune in every Thursday night from 8:30ish to 10ish to see what we have going on. We talk about everything. This one stops, right? Nothing is off limits.